just feel like a lot of music, you just kind of got to either get older to appreciate, or you had to feel some feels before. Clarence. What up? What's happening? What's cracking, everybody? And welcome back to another episode of the No Clarence Podcast. I'm your host, Tyler, here with two amazing people. I got Queen of the Podcast C here with us today. Make sure you tune in to her episodes of Dare to Talk. The latest season is out now. Okay. Show some love. Go to her page, subscribe, like the videos, leave some comments. Okay, let's run it up over there. And we got producer of the pod, greatest producer of podcasts in the world. We got Mr. West in the building. Jay, how you doing?
What's up? I'm going bald, guys. I gotta check my hairline every so often.
Yeah.
It's embarrassing.
Them on your head.
Yeah.
KC, how you doing?
You know what? I'm so blessed to be alive.
Amen.
God is good.
Amen.
Glory be.
Please make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave a comment. You know what I'm saying? If anything hits your soul, you feel me? Let's get into
your soul.
Let's get into the episode, man. Jalen's nerd news, man. Jalen been out here giving us the latest and greatest on the shit that's popping in the nerd arena. Jay, what's going on, dog?
All right, so some big. I don't got much this week, but some big leaks just dropped from Marvel, from Disney, and one of their artists on the team for Avengers Doomsday leaked concept art for the movie. Now, if you don't know what concept art is, it's basically like how they plan out the movie, how everything looks visually, or like ideas that they have and how they make it look visually. Not everything ever really gets used, but a lot of stuff that was leaked was like kind of like a big deal. Like, for instance, one of the images, I'm gonna put them in the video, of course, is a picture of a new Black Panther, like T'Challa version Black Panther, and it kind of looks like Damson Idris.
Oh.
And I know a few weeks ago we talked about how he didn't want to be. He said he turned down Black Panther. Now, do we not know if there's another variant of T'Challa? He could have took a job for like a future movie where he just plays a variant for a movie. But that I thought that was like real interesting. If you guys look at the picture, it looks just like him, a little like Wesley Snipes, like Tyler said earlier. But that's like the biggest thing. So I don't know how we still feel about Damson Idris potentially playing Black Panther. It looks like him kind of, right? Just a little bit.
I hope they find a young up and comer that we don't know. I hope they find somebody that is
I can see it.
Fresh on the scene, you know. But they got to be American. You gonna replace Chadwick Boseman? Place him with a nigga. Respectfully.
It don't matter if he's African. The character's African.
So here's my thing.
There's something beautiful about it.
I mean, I get Tyler's point, right? I think it would add to the originality, I guess, of it. Yeah. Because, Chadwick wasn't, he was from here. But here's my thing. I feel like there's not a lot of Hollywood sometimes gets caught in the like, let's just use the same 5 people. Let's run through those 5. And it's like, no, there's a lot of aspiring actors and actresses who I think are good, right? You see them in like the film festivals and things like that. It's just like, you got to give fresh faces out here. I think that's what cinema's missing, is like the bursting talent and different struggle. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm sure there's people in LA hungry. You know what I mean? Looking for the next check.
Yeah. I know who would be a good Black Panther. Kyrell. Shout out to Kyrell. Hey, Kyrell.
Nothing against my boy Kyrell.
Kyrell.
That nigga's too pretty to be.
Jalen's like,
that nigga's too good looking to be Black Panther. I'm just saying.
Damn, so you saying Black Panther gotta have a little bit of ugly?
Have you seen this nigga Kyrell? This nigga looks like a god. He too good looking, but it won't be believable. It won't be believable.
How you know?
And come in there with his hazel eyes and shit.
Screaming.
Hey,
But I
shout out
will
to
say-
Kyrell. Make sure you go watch the episode with Kyrell on it, man. Go ahead, Jake.
But I will say, even though like Damson Idris is an actor we know, he hasn't done much. So like, it's not like it's not giving somebody a chance. It's giving him a big chance because we know him from TV, not from movies. Usually actors transition from TV to movies. And this could be potentially, if they go this route. Now, again, everything, all the concept art that was leaked up, we don't even know if it's even going to go that way.
For real, I'd rather see the other dude, man, homeboy that was in Star Wars. I'm forgetting his name.
Old boy, John Boyega.
Boyega. I'd rather see Boyega as Black Panther.
He don't look like a Black Panther. He looked too clean.
So now I'm curious. What's your criteria for Black Panther?
He don't look rugged enough. He gotta be a little rugged. He gotta be a little rugged though. He can't be looking
rough around the edges.
Yeah, a little rough. You know what?
Okay.
I seen John Boyega as a prince already in that movie, The Woman King. And after you see him now with the curls and shit, I'm like, all right, bro, this nigga's lamping in luxury.
He was a good king though. He was a good king.
But he ain't a Black Panther. You know what I'm saying? He ain't Black Panther.
So I get what you mean. You need somebody that knows
someone
what
you
it's
could
like
believe
to have your stomach empty.
Yeah.
Like somebody that's hungry. You know what I mean?
It gotta be someone you know could whoop your ass. I don't think John Boyega could whoop my ass.
This is the same Boyega that played the thug in Who Cloned Tyrone. You don't think he could switch up and be a Black Panther?
And he did really good
job in They Clone Her. Nah, I can't see it. I didn't really.
But here's the thing:
I didn't really believe that.
Makeup,
as much.
all that can help enhance.
I still didn't
look.
really believe that much, to be honest. I didn't. Did you?
Not giving him no credit, huh?
John Boyega, I don't know. They can fly now. I can't. Once I heard that shit, I was like, I don't know, bro. I can't see him being nobody that could whoop me. Even if they clone Tyrone, I was like, all right, this nigga's in a costume. We get it.
So it's got to be somebody that has a little bit of ugly. Shout out to Glorilla.
You picked it up, Tyler. You're not slow.
I guess so. I guess
dark skin, of course. We can't really have a
you can't have a light skin Black Panther. That's
oh man. That'd be crazy.
What would that make him?
Oh, the light path.
The beige tiger.
I like beige tiger. Beige tiger's all right. I can't.
Oh man.
Oh, because Panthers are black. Okay, you got that. You got that.
Yeah. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. The rest of the concept wasn't anything else.
Because a panther's just a jaguar that's dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it would just be the jaguar.
I guess so. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're thinking.
Damn.
That's smart. Look at you going back to biography class.
I know.
Biology class.
Shout out Victoria Monet. That's the only reason I knew that.
Second. Sorry. Jalen got it.
All right, man. I'm tired. It's almost 9:00. Yeah, I'm sleepy.
We got a whole 45 minutes. Well, look.
Do you
shout out.
It's real close.
I'm voting for Boyega. I don't know, man. I just don't know if Idris is up for this.
What if they just find some dude off the street? They just find some dude off the street. Some guy. Like, hey, you know what? You look like Black Panther. Get over here.
You think Jonathan Majors could do it?
No.
Seriously, you think Jonathan Majors could do it?
Nah. Honestly, I think Jonathan Majors would have been a good Killmonger.
Oh, I give him that.
I could have seen him as a good Killmonger. If Michael B didn't do it, I could have seen him as a good Killmonger. I don't know. I just something about him. I don't know. He had an edge to him.
Fair.
Like I'm very curious. Like when Jalen says edge, like what does he mean? Like the nigga look like he went to jail? Like
I was making a joke about the situation. I was making a joke about the situation.
It was like, God damn. I'm like,
he'll run away from the white woman.
He heard a white woman's finger. He got some edge on him. You know what I'm saying? Got a little edge.
Ooh. Yeah, I think I like him for Killmonger more. I feel like that's more his aesthetic.
I don't know what it is. I don't know why I keep bringing this up about like a different Black Panther. Because
I feel like
what's
also
his
feel like
name?
whoever picks him.
Shuri is Black Panther now. But to be honest,
Yeah.
like
I feel like
That's
Ryan
nice.
Coogler.
it
I
was
hope
a
Ryan
time.
Coogler's in the room when they select.
He definitely is. He's making the next one.
Yeah, he has to be, right?
Yeah.
So I'm hoping,
he is. Yeah, no, he definitely has. What if it's
You would-
Denzel? What if they do a time skip?
Denzel who?
Washington.
They
Or
do the.
We got, you know what?
they
We
do
gotta
like a 50-year
normalize.
time
No,
skip.
no. We have to
They do the
normalize
CGI.
older actors, gracefully
Bowing out, he
He's
can't
been
bowing
doing a
out.
wonderful job of that.
He's been
by the
doing a
way.
wonderful job, but it kind of is like, hey, let's not push him to the limit.
Him
Well,
and
he
let's not
said
be
he
too
Gladiator
much.
was
he
beautiful.
said he gonna be in Black Panther 3.
You think he gonna take the place of Forrest Whitaker's character?
No, he died.
That's what I'm saying though. He gonna be that same like
Forrest
Oracle
Whitaker's
type
I
with
think
the
he's
nigga.
gonna
eye,
be
right?
a villain. I
I'm
think
saying he gonna be the Oracle type
Forrest
nigga.
was the one with the eye. Casey, yes, he is.
The street of the Black Panther.
I hate Tyler. I really do.
But that's what I mean by we need an American, because it just gave it some type of like comedic relief that us black people was out here
And
trying
I don't
to
think
talk
that
in
was
these
that part.
accents.
The shit about it is I don't think that shit was
I
supposed to be
think
funny.
people made
I
fun
know,
of that. That people are
but-
making fun of that. I think Tyler.
There was a low-key comedic relief that we was all out here trying to play
No,
a
not
fake
low-key.
African country. I just loved it. I
Hey,
loved it personally.
You know what? Fuck it, you right. It
I'm
should be
just
American.
saying.
You know what I'm saying? The Brits be saying that us American black folk don't have any culture.
I don't believe that. That's
Eh.
bullshit.
And you know what? Y'all don't got no culture. Y'all only got your culture from your homeland. You don't got no culture. You ain't full your culture anyway.
I mean, I think I did see. I saw somebody on Instagram. I forget the podcast, but there's these 3 girls, the black girls, black women. Let me rephrase, who have a podcast. They're British and they love talking about like how black people, African Americans, don't have culture and stuff like that. And somebody responded and was like, "We have soul food. Like that's
Yeah.
literally something that we created that is connected to our culture."
Yeah.
They're like, all the things y'all have that y'all enjoy and like is either not your culture or something that you've adopted. Like, I think, like, you know what I mean? They have Caribbean food, but the person was like, that belongs to Caribbeans. That's not yours.
Yeah.
So it's just like, I don't know what the hatred is there, but I do feel like it's, what do you call it? I feel like it's jealousy.
Yeah.
Because when somebody from the UK comes to America, who are they trying to emulate? Who are they trying to fit in with? You know what I mean? Even over there, Tyler, you've mentioned this, like the drill music. Where are you getting drill from? Drill was not something that was overseas. That was something you got from over here. That's our culture. So,
it is. That's what happens when you got a fully colonized person. That's all I gotta say. They've been fully colonized over there. Because you think about it, they always got a lot of light skinned folk out there. They got a little bit more than us. They always got a white wife or a white husband out there. I'm just saying, we stay black.
They mixing and blending and mixing.
Speaking of London folk, KC, what's the tea? What's the tea this week?
There we go.
Clink clink. The tea. So the tea's not that hot. The tea is kind of it's lukewarm.
There we go.
So
I like
That's how I like
It's
it.
easier to drink.
Easy, yeah. It goes down
It's
smoother.
a lot easier to drink.
Yeah.
You're not sipping.
So,
You're not sipping further.
You ever take a hot sip of tea? God, my tongue. You can't even
when it
enjoy
burns
it.
your tongue, that's
Yeah.
like literally the worst.
Now the tea's ruined because you can't taste it.
But apparently, Teyana Taylor and Aaron Pierre, that's Mufasa, are supposedly a thing.
Okay.
Because they've been seen out and about at events taking photos together. And I feel like this is a hard launch. I think if I was Teyana Taylor, right, I got out of a divorce. I love how she kept it classy. She gave it some time.
Oh, they got
let that
divorced.
settle. Yeah. Let that settle. Let that simmer. Now she's like, boom, hard launch. And if you don't know what a hard launch is when you're not explaining nothing, you just taking a picture with your significant other or the person you're dating and it's like, boom, figure it out. You don't spell it out for people because the photo speaks for itself.
Oh,
So
to
I
be
think
in that room when it
I'm here
goes
for it.
down. That's That's
Jesus Christ, what a perv. What a perv. Like that was
I'm just
his
saying.
first
It's just a battle of
comment.
beauties. It's not, it'll look like a fucking painting. That's all I got to say.
No, I get, yeah. I mean, the bodies are bodying.
It's just
for
like,
sure.
whoa.
Light skinned niggas up.
Hey, nice good niggas up. You know what I'm saying? We up. We stay up. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Iman.
Let's not stay. Drake had you down for a little bit, babe.
He don't count.
He Canadian.
So no.
He Canadian. That dirty
He Canadian. You can't count him. He don't count.
Ain't no way.
Oh, no.
He don't count no more. You know why he don't count?
I've never counted Drake in the light skin conversation. I've never.
Okay.
I put that on everything.
He was on Degrassi.
Damn.
Whatever it takes. No, sir.
He wasn't even He wasn't even the dark. He was the lightest person on the show. He wasn't even darker than the white people, man.
I was stick to the subject at hand though.
Go ahead. Sorry for the deviation.
Sorry.
Shout out to Iman. I know you out there somewhere, cooling, doing your
brother.
thing. You feel me? Go take your daughter on a date. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy the time
Daughter
with your
or
child.
CS2.
Oh Lord, I forgot. My bad. Shout out to the youngest one. Take your kids out on a date and then, enjoy your children. Don't worry about this.
Yeah.
This is your time just to be a great father. Don't
really zoom in on that.
Really
you know what I
zoom in
mean?
on fatherhood. You know what I'm saying? Make sure they know when they go to mama house, they know who they daddy is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Period.
Ain't no questioning.
That other dude, big guy.
Big guy.
Strong guy.
Here's my thing. It was rumored.
He got reach.
It was rumored that he was, I guess, with a white woman prior to.
Yeah.
So I want to say
what
that
a way to go. What a way to leave him behind.
This is a good transition back to the team.
You know what I mean? To the side.
Oh, Pierre. Yeah, okay.
Bag.
Welcome back,
the
brother. Welcome
back. What a way to rejoin the club.
I don't understand.
What a way to come back into the top of the ranks.
I don't want to say I'm a big fan of him. I'm not trying to glaze or nothing, but I did enjoy his role as Malcolm X in the Nat Geo series.
He did a phenomenal job. Yeah.
And he was just in that Rebel Ridge movie. That was a pretty decent start to doing the action thing.
Yeah.
You feel me? I haven't seen Mufasa yet.
He's good at Mufasa.
I wasn't gonna buy a ticket for that.
My brother? That's a good movie.
He seems to be on a good start. He seems to be having a good start to his career.
That's a good song right there.
He seems to be having a good start to his career. Teyana Taylor by his side right now. I hope it works out.
We finally found a song where Jalen can pull
I love that song. I just put
Tyler and Casey.
He don't want to sing nothing.
I appreciate that.
Crazy.
I love that song.
Crazy.
Yeah, but that's it for the clink tea time.
That was a lukewarm tea, Casey.
Casey, appreciate it.
It's a lukewarm episode. I'm sorry, folks.
Appreciate the tea.
Damn, I didn't put too much on it.
I know, bro. What's up? All right, man. Let's get into this, man.
I ain't got
make it hot like fire.
Black History Month is over. Sad,
but I'm black 365.
Yeah,
you hear me?
Right.
Yes,
that's right.
Continue.
Yeah.
I'm organically light skinned, fools. Just for saying. Everyone be doubting it. Everyone be talking about you
organically light skinned.
Everybody talking about you mixed. Nah, fool.
I mean, it's two light skins taped together. Organic light skin.
Two light skins. This is what happens.
That's what happens when you off the strength of two light skins.
Yes,
you make a lighter skin black. You organically. Yes. Yeah. No pesticides.
Screaming.
No pesticides
on my nigga.
Not at all. We in these streets. Don't call me white boy. It hurts my feelings.
Lift every voice and sing. Amen. With Black History being over, we're realizing we're getting old. Why? Because TikTok is showing us a lot of these YNs. And there's some very interesting comments that they're making. Jay, would you like to explain?
I've come across a series of TikToks. I could not find the origin of this discourse. But there's a lot of people reacting to the statement that a lot of these YNs or young niggas are saying that Neo Soul is corny.
Mm.
Now here's my question:
I don't understand that.
when did Neo Soul become corny? It was always something where it's like you don't call it corny because if you're not into it, you just ain't into it. That's something I'm over there type deal. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's not my thing, but that's dope. I never heard anyone ever even say it was corny before in my life. So it was always like something like that's cool, but like not my thing.
You know, I just feel like we're in that. For one, first of all, I feel like we're in that era. I feel like we was the same way when we was kids.
Okay.
I know there's definitely a certain era that we was like not really rocking with that, like disco. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
we was talking mess about something.
Yeah.
You know, it may not have been
Yeah.
90s. I think at the time we still kind of revered 90s, 80s hip hop. No, nigga,
we
that
do make
sounded
fun of
corny.
80s hip hop.
Yeah.
It's a
You
little
feel
bit.
me? So to say, you know, I feel like it's just the era, because I just feel like a lot of music you just kind of got to either get older to appreciate, or you've had to feel some feels before, you know. And I don't know how many of these young boys out here really living their life enough to feel the feels. You know what I'm saying? Like
So
we
I
stuck on.
wanna root us in what the hell is neo soul, because Jalen brought up that question,
It's
and
a
it made
great
me think,
question.
like, you know, what is it? So neo soul is a genre of music that combines soul, R&B, and other genres. So soul, R&B, hip hop, jazz, funk. And I know people, when they think of neo soul, they think of like Jill Scott. She's a good example. She does a lot of soul, R&B, jazz feel vibes. Erica
Erykah Badu,
Badu.
Yeah.
I would
Patchouli
say
oil.
Music
Music
Soul
Soul
Child.
Child.
Music Soul
Yeah.
Child.
I'm trying to think of what our other artists.
India
D'Angelo.
Ari.
Mm-hmm.
D'Angelo.
India.Arie,
D'Angelo. Yep.
D'Angelo. So that
Yeah.
they're saying like that
That's
Maxwell.
kind
like
of
the core. That's like the core.
Yeah.
yeah,
Maxwell.
that's the
That's
core
the core.
neo soul. But here's my thing. I also wonder when we kind of like our musical taste, a lot of it comes from our like background, our family, what we've listened to growing up. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not seeing a lot of these motherfuckers wake up on Saturday to music. You don't
Yeah.
see a lot of them posting about
The
that.
radio ain't popping like it
Yeah.
used to.
You know what I mean?
Most of these songs your parents put on the R&B station because they ain't want you listening to that cussing and whatnot. And they
Right.
they
Now
playing
they
the
don't care
R&B
as
hits.
much. Now they don't
No,
care.
they don't care.
Streaming,
Yeah.
you know, with streaming and
With
everything like
streaming,
that.
you know, it's very direct. You're not really expanding your musical palette.
Yeah. You listen to
Yeah.
the
You
same
just
shit
into
over
what
and
you
over
into.
again. Or you're being exposed to the same shit over and over again.
And
You know what
I
I'm
just
saying?
think I don't think this generation has a eclectic taste when it comes to music. It's like
Yeah.
they all like the same sound. Like I might have a day where I'm like, yeah, you know what? It's a neo soul kind of a vibe.
Yeah.
I might have a
For
day where
sure.
I'm like, you know, ratchet rap.
Oh,
Let
for
me,
sure.
let's
Yeah.
listen. They're all into one thing. And when
Mhm.
I say they're all, it doesn't seem like it's like diverse. Even with my friends, I think we all have like a good blend of music style and taste that we enjoy.
Yeah.
But if you all are listening to the Lil Baby and shit like
Yeah.
that, then it's not, you know what I mean?
And then
You're not exposing yourself.
when they want to listen to something, when they switch it up, it's the same artist but just a different sound they have.
Exactly.
Right. They're sad shit. Like Rod Wave,
Mm.
for example.
Ooh, I'm not walking into that trap
I'm
again.
gonna still talk about it. I'm just saying, the nigga's music, a lot of music, he has a lot of depressive music, and then you hear like young cats talking about like, yo, he says what he feels, or like he just
I
has
respect Rob
a
though,
lot
because
of
he
emotion.
studied the game though.
No, but
Rob
that's
sometimes he'll
but
sing some
that's
classics though.
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying it's like I said. I'm just saying this is what these young kids are saying when they think of like slow music. They're thinking of music like his.
Yeah.
They're not thinking of like
Okay.
R&B and stuff like that. Like a lot of these kids, I hate to say it, some of them don't even like Beyonce.
You know what
And so
I think?
and so you get on here and you just get disrespectful.
Yeah,
You know?
it's
Yeah.
crazy.
Just get nasty. Take it to the gutter.
No, but I'm
Yeah.
just saying, I've seen some crazy shit I never thought I'd see before.
I just think
It's some
not
of these
liking
comments.
Beyonce, people try, you know what? There's people out there that want to be contrary. You understand?
Yeah.
Like they want to not like something just to be contrary to it. So it's like y'all might not even hate Neo Soul like y'all say. Y'all
Yeah.
just want to be the opposite of what everybody else is.
And
And I hate that for y'all.
I also feel like the era we grew up in, a lot of the art used a lot of like a lot of the art, a lot of the music
Mm.
was placed into a lot of black art. Like a lot of the black music was placed in black art. So we grow up watching Friday. On Friday, there's a lot of classic soulful hits on
Ooh,
there. You know what I'm
day
saying?
after day.
You see what I'm
Ooh,
saying? Or even, you know,
Sunday that
watching Brown
blues.
Sugar on them
Yo.
joints, they will put the Neo Soul songs in there,
yeah,
or
set
they'll
it
put
off with sad.
Luther Vandross, you know, throughout a lot
Yeah.
of things
Tell
we
me
watch.
your brown sugar.
And I just feel like we're not in that
Yeah.
era, you know, of, for one, black people making a lot of, you know, television and movies, but
Mm-hmm.
They're
Yeah.
not making as many
even
movies. It's more television now, if you think
but
about it.
even just putting
Ooh,
on
that's a good
black
point.
art, black music inside of what we do, you know,
It's
it's tough, man.
I feel like it's become a lot of our media and like the
Mm-hmm.
stuff that we do. I feel like a lot of younger people think of it like as a joke.
What you mean? Say more.
So for instance, like you know how I'm saying, like there's not as many black movies anymore. And then but
Mm-hmm.
when you do see black movies, they're either really good and no one wants to see them. Like these young cats don't want to see them because they're like, oh, they think it's stupid.
But here's
You
the
know what I'm
thing.
saying?
I'll
Like
go back.
they'll
I'll go
just be
back to
hating like,
Tyler's
oh,
point. You got to think. I remember growing up, the crackhead was selling bootlegs. You know what I
yes.
mean? Like there was this emphasis on a
Hood
you
classics.
can
Yeah.
exactly. It was always plugged
It,
in, whether you were in the house, whether you were out and about. Like it was a big deal
yeah.
to go see, the barbershop. You know what I mean? And things of that nature. I don't think they have that. Also, I feel like our generation had a lot of like Tyler Perry movies.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like we were very much,
on the bootleg. The
he
plays
gave
was
us
on
back
bootleg.
to back to back
Yeah.
films.
Yeah.
I think he's become so much of a show guy that
Yeah.
he's not focused on movies, to your point, Jalen. So it's like the movies they are exposed to are not like, I
As
think of the black cinema now is like stuff like Moonlight or,
Get Out.
who's the guy? Get Out. And you know what I mean? That's not,
Yeah.
it's connected to black stories for sure,
Yeah.
but it's a different way of depicting black stories. And I
Yeah.
don't know. And they ain't, I don't know. I
You
mean, the
know,
music
from
they use is different too, because it's
yeah.
like they're not using
Yeah.
old school music. They're
Yeah.
using contemporary, you know what I mean?
They're
And back
doing
to the Neo
scores and shit
Soul
like
thing,
that. They're
man.
not
Like,
doing
Yes,
like
there you go.
song like
go ahead, Jay. Keep going, man.
Take your time.
no, I was just agreeing
Oh,
with
my bad. My
Khadijah.
bad.
Okay.
I didn't say anything.
Back to the Neo Soul thing. Like, I don't know. I just feel like it's just not a lot of love no more, bro. Like folk not turning that joint on and just like dancing with their wife. I don't know how many people done seen that, or a
Mm.
lot of things just ain't.
I think-
It ain't slow the way it used to. You can't just play no slow jams the way you used to. You know what I'm
And,
saying? It's like,
and
and
like
then a lot that, but that's why people probably think it's corny. I don't know if
yeah.
it's corny. I don't
This
think the
time
music
make
is
it
corny.
sweet.
I don't think the music corny. I just feel like what Neo Soul represents, I feel like it to me is what they feel like is corny. Neo Soul is
Yeah.
like it's all about love. It's no real toxicity within that music. It's
Yeah.
just like Music Soul Child continuously expressing like how he
Mhm.
feels about a woman. Like a lot of that's just rare nowadays.
Then they call him
Yeah.
a simp nowadays.
I was
Right.
just about to say,
Simping.
I think now we're so quick to be like, that's corny. Oh, you're sassy. That's
Yeah.
zesty. And it's just like, you can't do anything where it's like you're exposing or tapping into your emotions because it's seen as like weak or lesser.
Yeah.
And I think that's the problem. I think when we were growing up, it wasn't. But I also think to Jalen's point, it's overexposure though. If you
Yeah.
think about it, you're overexposed to things. When we were kids, we weren't exposed to music the way these kids are. Like they literally can go on Apple Music, download an album.
Yeah.
We had to give our computers AIDS and all types of viruses to get the goddamn, you know what I mean? I didn't mean AIDS, I meant viruses.
How do
To
I say that,
give
though?
to get music. You know what I mean?
And it's easier now to just listen to the music that you want to listen to. You don't
Mhm.
get like
Yeah.
fed music that you, like you said, like we don't have music video channels no more.
Right.
They're
Ooh.
They're not
280
connecting.
used to go
They're not.
crazy.
They're not connecting experiences
Mhm.
with the music.
They're
A
not.
lot of
Mhm.
neo soul
Yeah.
cookouts, weddings,
Mhm.
niggas ain't having the barbecues like we
You
used to.
you
bruh.
made
No,
we made
no, we're not. And
playlists
that's the
on
problem.
CDs and just let the shit play.
Hey,
Now you
shout
get
out
your
how many
CDs, huh?
people how many people is still like at the cookout and the song come on and your auntie get up, ooh, you know what I'm saying, hit her with that, ooh, come on now.
We still
hit her
having
with a
cookouts. It's
two-step.
just people aren't listening to what they used to listen to at cookouts.
No, but I agree. Cookouts are not happening in the cadence, like in the frequency it used to.
Yeah, there's not a
Like
lot.
for somebody to throw some shit on the grill, it take a lot. Like, all right, I'm only gonna do it if you do this, and you know what I mean. It's
you
just
want
too
me
much.
to throw some on the grill? When I get my grill, let a brother know.
I'm gonna get back on the grill this summer.
I'm gonna be hopping on the grill.
Less was said, huh?
I'm a grill ass nigga, man. You know what I'm saying? I be grilling.
Yeah,
You got the shoes though.
I got some Crocs. That's all
I wear
Nah,
Timbs.
he-
I ain't gonna lie. I wear Timbs when I grill. I need stability.
You are the strangest human being.
It's like
I need
very
stability.
strange.
I need
Strangest.
stability with that grill.
Like the strangest human being.
Feet hot as hell.
But I
Like,
can't see if you talking about
heavy
the other
as
shoes.
hell.
You talking about the browns? You talking about the brown flip flops?
Yeah,
Come on, man.
Nah,
the
well,
grid
that-
joints.
You gotta understand, like it's just the way my
you
grill's
talking
set
about?
up.
They don't even make those no more. You can't
I
even
know what
find
you're talking
those.
about, Casey. They
You
don't make
can't
those.
even find those, man. Don't
The
let me
slippers.
find.
You
Don't let
talking
me
about
get a
the
pair.
slippers?
Nah,
I'm telling
talking
you.
about the sandals with the leather sandals with the brown strap.
that got
Oh,
some stability to it.
Jesus,
Yeah.
Jesus, man.
Yeah,
talking about some-
when you see somebody at the grill, they got those on.
You
Trust
talking about some
Oh,
Jesus
the
joggers?
food is
Yeah.
in good hands.
Yeah.
Don't
For
don't
sure,
let me
for
find
sure.
a pair of those.
I'm screaming.
That's why I'm walking around with them all the time, ankle bracelet and everything.
I feel like it's up to us. It's up to our generation, man. We got to keep the music alive and honestly, like have more fun with it.
Yeah.
People don't want to have fun no more. They
I
just want to get
appreciate
That's
high
the
on
problem.
drugs.
I appreciate the R&B only parties. I got to get to one of
Mhm.
those. You know what I'm saying? We got to have more events that really bring out
Shout out to my
the
cousin
good music.
with
Yeah.
all the Fails Fest.
Yeah, man.
Bent Entertainment. They be doing all that. They be traveling the country. They went down to DC, Tyler.
Who?
My cousin, his company, he went down to DC. All the Fails Fest.
Oh, I gotta check it out next
Yeah.
time. I ain't even know
He
about
be
it.
traveling around the country. Nowadays, he expanded. He used to
That's
just
hard,
be
though.
Boston. It's hard. It's dope as shit, man. He was in Canada.
Damn.
Yeah, they had one of them in Canada. We don't be doing this no more.
I'm telling you.
Nobody cares about R&B. No one cares about making love, no more. They just want to get high.
Wait a damn minute.
Pop a pussy.
Here's my thing.
Pop
I
a
just
perk.
think and I'm gonna say this, and then we can move on. I just feel like life is all about balance, and you can't have too much of something. So I feel like that is what is happening now. It's like people are saturating themselves with one type of music, and that's why we have artists that burn out or have 15 minutes of fame because they burn them out to exhaustion. And then it's like, okay, we get tired of it. And then it's like, okay, and then you do that to the next artist. I feel like it's all about balance. Beyonce's been here for 20 years. In those 20 years, I could tell you a plethora of artists that I have listened to, witnessed, kind of, seen perform, grow, expand. But people are not doing that. It's like this obsession with one specific artist, and they don't dare. You know what I mean? It's like a little kid that's like, I only like chicken nuggets.
Yeah.
I don't want broccoli. I don't want none of that shit. Yeah, the chicken nuggets, that shit gonna get old after a while. You can only do so much, you know what I mean? Pizzazz to it.
Look at Drake. We just said the album was just okay and could have been better, and people were
Because he
talking.
hasn't taken a break. He's just been putting out. Just because you putting out don't mean it's good.
And people are upset talking about what are you talking about? This thing was fire, blah blah blah. Come on, man. We all know. This is
No,
yesterday's McDonald's. That's all I got to say. It was yesterday's McDonald's. How about we get today's Burger King? That's all I got to say. If you
he was
gonna do,
waiting to say that, y'all.
if you want to do a fast, I'm just saying.
He was dying to get that off his chest.
Like and
Proud of you, Jalen.
subscribe. Like
That
the
was a good
video,
analogy.
subscribe to the channel. You feel me? Like the video, subscribe to the channel. We're gonna move on to Tyler's turn tables.
I don't understand what the
What is like the video? What?
where did
Sometimes you
that
just
go
gotta
from?
say it. Sometimes you just gotta remind people. Like the video and subscribe to the channel.
I'm tired today. I at the top of my game.
It's all good, man. Let's move on, man. A lot of music dropped last week. First and foremost, man, we're gonna start off, man. R.I.P. to the one and only Angie Stone. Speaking of the Neo Soul era, that was
brother.
yes.
I'm here for you forever. Yeah, she used to eat it up.
Yo, for real, you know, she had a wonderful voice, a wonderful Neo Soul name. You know what I'm saying?
She got one of those. She got one of them names. She got one of them names where you thought she was a band.
Exactly.
But she's a person. She a person.
But
like, oh, Angie Stone, we gonna go see Angie Stone. Yo, I love them. I love them. No, it's just one woman.
This is one woman.
Nah, love her. One of those we got to keep her music in this culture
rotation.
in this rotation, man. So R.I.P. to Angie Stone.
That was crazy.
Real quick shout outs to Terrace Martin. He dropped the album. Beautiful, you know, hip hop jazz combo going on there. And shout out to Reason, who dropped the EP. He should be dropping soon. I'll be honest, man. Like, Reason puts out solid music, but it's like he's missing something. I don't know what it is, but he's missing something. But he should keep going at it because he's never had a bad album. It's just not all the way there. It's not all the way there.
So I say this a couple years ago, and I'm crazy.
No, you didn't say that.
I said this a couple
you
years
said,
ago.
who is Reason?
Yeah, who is Reason? Do you know who
By the
Reason
way,
is,
speaking of a couple years ago, if you want to bring up a couple years ago, I was very much right about DDE. I don't know where Dreamville at right now. I don't know what's going on. I said 2025. I said that in the video. Make sure y'all check out the No Clears podcast, Dreamville versus TDE debate from 2022. And just know, I know what I'm doing.
Hey,
I know
you know
what I'm talking about.
KC, you know, you have my back on that. I appreciate it.
Now.
I know, now I was loud and wrong.
Now, let's get to the album. Let's get to the album this week, man. Big shout out to Friday. Friday dropped the album called Some Days I'm Good, Some Days I'm Not.
Oh, damn, I got to download that. Hold on.
You know, Friday is before I get into the album, Friday is an interesting artist. To me, his music it's like R&B, but it be feeling real spiritual. Like, I be feeling like he gonna turn this whole thing into a gospel album any second. Listening to this album, you know, he has a good formula. Like, he makes his hooks feel really big. It seems like every time he sing the hook, you feel like a choir behind him. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of like each song, he makes these hooks feel big. Interesting how he used the auto-tune. You know, it's just different from what we've heard. But I enjoyed the project for the most part. Great guest features. Great guest features. Let me get to the track. I'm sorry, I'm going off the top of my head.
Well, I was about to say, who are some of his features?
Wale.
Okay.
Kaylani, yes. Real quick, I want to say, this was one of Meek Mill's best verses we've heard in a very long time.
Oh yeah.
Ooh,
Meek Mill was on the album. Meek Mill was on the album. He was on the song "Proud of Me." When I tell you, this is one of Meek Mill's best verses that we've heard in
he did go hard.
very, very long time. Like you could feel the pain, Meek. Like you know when Meek rapping with pain in his heart. That's my favorite type of Meek right there, and
that's
you
right.
thoroughly felt that in this album. Honestly, one of the best songs was a feature by this African artist. I think it's called the song's called Best. Don't get me messed up. Best Win O, something like that. But I will say, I know we were talking about R&B and how it's kind of getting away from the love, but lyrically, I appreciate the songs. I appreciate the songs. It kind of moves a little too fast for me. I wish he would slow it down a little bit, but it's a lot of love in there. It's a lot of love in the album. You know what I'm saying? So it's a 2-disc for reasons I don't know.
I never understood.
I feel like instead of just because each disc, it's not like each disc has a distinct theme to it.
Sound.
Yeah, the whole thing sound the same. I feel like he just didn't want to say 22 songs. I'm not mad at that for marketing, but it's not like
songs.
It's only 21.
You're right, 21 songs.
Well,
I'm
shit,
not mad at it.
That, I mean, what's happening?
I feel
But-
like
I will say this though, Casey. Most of the songs are pretty quick. You kind of run through the album.
Okay, so they're not long. That's probably why he did 22 though, because they're not long.
The album. It says here the album's 59 minutes.
Okay, that's not that
You're
bad.
not on there.
That's
Yeah,
actually short.
Damn.
Yeah,
59 minutes for 21 songs?
yeah. He run through it.
Yeah, no, but that means those
That's
songs are
fast.
like not even 3
Oh my
minutes. You know what I mean?
gosh.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, I have a take on Friday.
Okay. Oh, my bad. Chris Brown was on that. Chris Brown was on the album as well.
No, Jalen
I
said Chris
said
Brown.
that. I said
Oh,
that.
okay. I missed that. Go ahead. What's your take on Friday, Jay?
He's not good on every song. I don't like him.
I know for a fact. You say he's not good on every song.
He's not good on every song.
You're gonna make
Jalen
this
like
take.
wants people to target
You're gonna
him.
make this take.
He
after
wants.
you haven't
I
listened to
like
every song.
Friday, but I just don't think he's good on every song.
What do you mean, like on his own or features? Are you talking about
His
something about
own, anybody else's. Some songs are just bad.
features? What's a bad song?
I don't know. I usually skip them.
I don't know. This album didn't give me any
So
bad
what?
ones.
But what makes okay? So
I've heard a bunch of Friday songs. I didn't know his album dropped. I'm gonna give the album a listen. But before this album came out, every time I heard a Friday song, I either really liked it or I was like, "Damn, this song's ass."
That's actually a good thing.
He don't have like this is just an okay song. It's like, oh, this is terrible. He sounds terrible on this. And then it's like, oh, he sounds really good on this. It's like how Nas gets bad beats.
For a new artist, that's a good thing to either really like them or really not.
So like that's how I feel about Friday. Like some songs I'm like, oh, that was not a good choice.
Huh.
Like sound wise. With his voice.
I don't
'Cause
want
he
to
has
say
such a
there's
unique
no
voice. He has a very unique voice.
Yes.
Oh, for sure, absolutely.
So like that's what I'm saying. Like some songs with his voice, it just sounds like noise. Now I don't know if I'm getting old.
Yeah.
But
I think the age has something to do with it.
Some songs it's like, whoa, this sounds real good. His voice sounds really good on this. And then other songs, his voice sounds really bad on. That's all I'm trying to say.
But you know what it could be? I wouldn't put that on him because that could be how it's like maybe produced, maybe it's mixed or mastered.
That's maybe.
Sometimes people get adventurous, with the sound. And it's like, shit, let's try this. Maybe it could be that.
I also feel like Yola could take his voice in doses.
There's a couple artists like that.
But that's not like an uncommon thing.
Yeah, that's not.
Like I will listen to an hour of West Side Gun. I have a headache. You know, they can make gun sounds with your mouth so many ways before my head starts to hurt.
I don't want to say this album has no skips, but I think you can listen all the way.
It's a solid run through.
I'm gonna give it a listen. I didn't know his album dropped. I
just downloaded it. I'm gonna tune in.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a listen. But I'm just saying, I seen him doing interviews, and I was like, oh, I wonder why he's doing so many interviews lately. I was like, this is cool.
I'm screaming.
He dropped the album. Hey, good for him. I'm gonna give it a listen.
Solid.
Because he has a couple songs where I was like, damn, this song's good, and add it to the playlist.
Shout out my Zoes. He's Haitian, proudly.
Is he Haitian? Oh,
Yeah.
Saka fat.
Shout out to the Haitians,
Tyler just
macaroni with
learned
the
what a
peppers.
Haitian was 8 years ago.
What? I worry about Jalen, y'all. I really
I'm
do.
dead serious.
I know. That's why I said I worry.
Yeah.
So personally, top songs on the album, man.
He just gonna ignore me.
Yeah, top songs on the album. I like the Kalani feature, "Saving My Love."
Okay.
That was a good song. I like that song.
Shotgun, Bezwin, ooh, Proud of Me. That Meek Mill joint, man. Like I said, it's hard. It's hard, man.
Listen, I heard that verse. I didn't know what song it was for, and I was like, I brought brother to tears. I was listening to it yesterday.
He's talking about losing his father and all that stuff. It was
I
hard.
was like, damn, what song is this for? I was like, Meek Mill's back.
So yeah, man. Yeah, that's all we got. That's all we got for Tyler's Turntables this week. If y'all got any album recommendations y'all want me to talk about, please leave them in the comments. If you know me, send me a message. If you see me hooping, let me know. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. You know what I'm saying? Give me some recommendations. But either way, you're gonna get something from me.
Call him, beep him if you want to reach him.
Woo!
See how I did that?
Impossible. She got shot in the face recently, that actress.
Oh, I know.
Romano?
Yeah, she got shot in the face.
She was on that show I was just watching.
Oh, Survival. What's it called? SEAL Team. What's it called? You know,
yeah, the Force.
Special Forces.
Special Forces. She was on Special Forces.
She was on Special
That joke was crazy when I recognized who she was. I was like, oh shit, Even Stevens.
You know, she has a very large podcast company.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, good for her, man. Yeah. Good for her. She couldn't make it through Special Forces though. Boy, she started going up that hill with the rock in the bag. Oh boy, Lord Jesus.
Kyla Pratt.
Kyla Pratt couldn't make it either, man.
She almost made it though.
She almost did, just be in last place and all this stuff, but she's sticking in there. You just didn't have to quit.
Yeah.
But she was like, I can't do this no more.
Telling you, shit ain't for everybody.
I'm telling you.
Shout out to Travis Kelce's ex-girlfriend. She had a lot to prove.
Yeah, she made it through. Yes, indeed.
Nice.
Yes, indeed.
She had to prove she wasn't Travis Kelce's ex-girlfriend. That was her main storyline.
Yeah, pretty much.
Talked about it all the time.
There's more to her, period.
Than being Travis Kelce's ex-girlfriend.
Oh, man. Hey, good people. Snap.
Snap.
Like and subscribe. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment. Let's get to the podcast tip of the week. Okay, today we're talking web cameras. Okay, we ran through a lot of these. At least we ran through a lot of these over the course of recording the podcast. I'm gonna let Jay start this one off.
All right, so this week, podcast tip of the week is going to be webcams and how to use webcams for your podcast if you want to do video. If you have a decent computer, you could just use the standard webcam on your computer, and it doesn't matter which camera you really use as long as you got proper lighting. But light your face, have some backlight, something like that. No matter how bad the cameras, it could at least look a little bit decent. Now, there's ways you can improve your camera. You could buy webcams that are like a little bit more pricey, get some money's worth. You can buy a camera. We'll talk about that another time. But what I do is I use my iPhone. If you have a MacBook, you can literally just use your camera from your iPhone and connect it without even through the Bluetooth. So I'd recommend just make sure you have a decent quality camera where you can at least see your face. And that's all I got.
So the MacBook works great with cameras. When we first started this podcast, I previously had an HP. The HP's camera was not up to par.
Oh yeah, I know.
We tried many things. One of the worst things I purchased a web camera that was either 1080 pixel, maybe even better. But my computer was too slow. So my computer couldn't keep up with the refresh rate. And a lot of times we would be trying to record and my whole thing would just shut down because my computer could not keep up with the camera. So it is important that you get a computer with a lot of RAM. 8 gigs is normally a decent size, but I would recommend if you're getting into podcasting, a 16 gig laptop that has enough memory, access memory for you to be able to run a really good camera. Like right now, I'm using the 1080p. The MacBook camera is 1080 pixels, so therefore, there's no need really for me to get a better camera. I could get a better camera for a super crazy look, but we've ran through some interesting cases.
But like I said, you don't even need to buy a webcam. You just use your phone, or like when you get a new phone, use an old phone, connect it.
Correct.
That's what I do. I use an old iPhone, and your quality goes up even better.
Correct.
Also, make sure your Wi-Fi is at a decent speed, because if you
The
have
better your
too good
camera.
if you have too good of a camera, like I got a professional camera, my Wi-Fi is too slow to stream over to other people and record. So it ends up getting choppy and stuff, and everything cuts out. It's especially remote podcasting. It's webcams and stuff, the cameras in general. It's really tough.
The better your camera, the better your peripheral technology. Oh, not peripheral. The better the rest of your technology needs to be. Your Wi-Fi should be strong. Your computer should have a decent amount of RAM. And that it's very important, because if you have a great camera but the rest of it is slow, it makes it a tough recording situation.
Mm-hmm.
That's our tip of the week.
Indeed. Casey, you got anything?
No, I mean, I think we say this every time, but don't feel the need to get top-notch shit right away.
Yeah.
Like Jalen said, there are things that you have in your arsenal that you can use until you feel like you're consistent enough where it's like, all right, cool, I can invest in a camera, I can invest in a laptop. Use what you got, make that enough, make that shake until you are consistent enough where you'll reap the benefits of that. Because you don't want to purchase something but you don't know how to navigate, Riverside, or you don't have a good platform. All that equipment goes for nothing if you're not using a quality platform that makes it easy, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Upgrade slowly.
Slowly.
Yeah, slowly. Take your time. No rush.
See me and Tyler, we still rocking, you know what I mean? We rocking and rolling.
Those are top tier mics. I was just a bougie bitch.
Jalen's been killing it today.
I'm just a bougie bitch. I was just being bougie.
He's being a snob.
Yeah,
that's all we got for y'all today, man. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. Make sure you like the video, hit subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you listen to this on a podcast platform, please do whatever they ask you to do. Leave a rating.
Leave comments on Spotify.
Leave comments, all that good stuff.
Yo, comments on Spotify.
Comment on Spotify.
Yeah. Oh, please leave us a 5-star rating on Spotify as well.
Yeah, 5-star.
This is a No Clearance podcast, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Stay black.
Stay blessed.
Peace.